Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a follow-along tutorial video for complete beginners, and today I will show you how to draw this isometric house. If you do follow along, post it on Instagram and tag me. I'll love to show them on my upcoming videos. So let's create a canvas. I'll use 1600 by 2560 resolution. You can use any of these default presets, or you can also use your screen resolution here. All other settings are untouched. If you want to use the accurate colors as mine, just paste the highlighted color hex here. First step is to enable the isometric tool. The first option is to disable the tool, second one is to disable grid snapping, and last one to hide the grid. First we'll draw the base. The brush size is 6.7 right now. Draw a V shape first, and give it thickness. Try to align this red line as close as possible. Use it as a guide to your next line. Complete the remaining lines for the base. Create a layer above it and draw the base structure of the house. First start with the ground floor, then move to the next floor. I'll make this floor larger than the ground floor. Connect all the joints. Before we move on, select the first layer and erase the intersecting part of the ground. Now let's continue. This will be the wooden plank below the ceiling. Notice how I'm using the red line to draw this line. We'll add the ceiling later. First, let's draw a big glass window right here. I think some notice paper on this window will look nice. Right next to this window, draw the main door of the shop. First, I'll draw a single step here, then draw the remaining door. Add a glass on this door. We will complete remaining parts later. Let's move to the top floor for now. This line is to separate the two colors on this wall. We will add them soon. Now, add a big window on the top floor. Add a small extension for the balcony here. Create another layer on the top for the roof and disable this tool for now, or you can disable the magnet also. Tap here to remove the kerf. Now duplicate this layer and use the selection tool and move it up a little. Use the isometric tool again to complete the line. Now we will duplicate it again and move it to the other side of the house. And connect both of them. This is the top layer, second layer, and third layer. Merge them together. Disable the snapping again and complete our wooden plank below the ceiling. Align its lines with the line above. You can also use the line tool to do it. Select the lower layer and erase the intersecting part. Now disable the line tool and complete the door. Let's complete the balcony also. Adding some grills. I'm trying to keep same distance between them, but it's okay even if it's not exactly equal. I'm adding a door also. It looks more like a window, but it doesn't matter. Create a layer on the top and disable the snapping. Now draw the roof divider in the middle. Enable the snapping and connect it to the back. Again, disable it and close the line. Select the layer below and erase all intersections. Let's add a signboard for the shop right here. You can draw any sign or logo right here. Now, merge all the line work together. Create a new layer below and use the fill tool to fill the highlighted colors on them. Before filling color, make sure that you enable the reference layer option. Create a clip layer for the color layer and change it to multiply. Start adding shadows here. Use a smaller size brush right here, because we want a small curved corner here. Now erase the extra areas. Lower the opacity to adjust the darkness. Duplicate this layer and erase the lower part of it. Keep a small portion only. Add a similar shadow like this on the other side. Merge both shadow layers. We will repeat this process to add shadows on all the parts of the house. Create another clip layer, change it to multiply and add shadow on the next area. Create a layer above the color layer and add some blocks on the ground. You can use the Isometric tool for this also, but I want roundish blocks. Let's merge both shadow layers first, then we'll continue. Create another shadow layer for the left side of the house. Adjust the opacity according to your liking. I may increase the darkness of the shadow later. Don't forget to add shadows on the window and doors. I'll create another shadow layer, but you can draw all the shadow on the same layer, of course. I do it just for security. In case I mess up, I can simply delete the layer. Add shadows casted by the grills here. Disable the snap and add ceiling shadow right here. Erase the extra parts. Merge this shadow layer with the previous one. Duplicate and clear this layer again. Now let's move to the ceiling. Enable the snapping and add shadows on the ceiling. Erase the extras. Create a layer above the color layer and disable the snapping. Let's draw 2 white stripes right here. Select the shadow layer and add shadow on it. Draw its shadow on the wall as well. Merge the 2 stripe layer with color layer. This is the latest shadow layer and this merged one. Now, draw wall shadow on the merged shadow layer. Create another shadow layer by duplicating it. And merge the previous one. Now draw the signboard shadow also. Create a clip layer on the top and change it to overlay. Use the magic wand and select all the glass windows. Now add some reflections on them. I'm using the soft airbrush for it. Tap here to disable the selection. Create a layer in the bottom and fill the highlighted color on it. Before filling, disable the layer reference option. Use the line tool to draw the house shadow on the ground. If you are drawing all the shadow on a single layer, you don't have to match opacity. Now, let's review all the layers we have right now. This is the glass reflection layer, the house shadow, the merged shadow, and the ground blocks. Merge it with the color layer. If you want to change the darkness of the shadow, change it before merging the shadow layers. Create another layer above the color layer. Now we will add some small accessories to fill this boring house. I'll draw only one of them and then duplicate it later. Let's add some more sign stickers on this wall to fill blank spaces. Add some flower pots. We will duplicate it later. Using 3.7 brush size for it. Let's add an air conditioner outdoor next to the window. Using smaller brush size for inner details. Create a layer above it for the fan and draw a circle. Use the distort tool and fit this circle inside the AC. Tap here to create a duplicate and change it to basics, and change its size. Now, merge all the duplicate layers together. Use the line tool to add some details on the roof. I'll use a 3.7 brush size, just draw random size lines. Do the same with the edges also. Match the angle before adding a line on this circle. Draw lines on this side closer in comparison to the other side. Let's create a platform for the upper floor. Add a pillar also. Create a layer above and draw the grills. Complete the pillar base. Select the previous line art layer and erase overlapping. Now, merge this grill layer. Create another layer above and complete the grill from this side also. Merge this layer also. Let's add something on this window, because it looks too blank. Create a layer above the color layer and drag the first line art layer below it. Now, fill the highlighted color on them. Use the selection tool and duplicate this right next to it. Then merge the duplicate. Select the color layer and fill the same color on it. Create a clip layer above and change it to multiply. Just like before, add shadows to all the things we just created. Select the color layer and add color to this AC outdoor platform. You can also use grayscale to add shadows. I'll mention about it in detail later. Create a layer below the color layer and add color to this also. Select the shadow layer and add shadow on it. You will see it only after you merge it with the color layer. Create a layer below the top layer and use the line tool to draw shadows here. Now drag this layer below the color layer, and change it to multiply, then lower its opacity. Select the color layer and add some signs on these labels. Add color on the flower pot also. Now, merge the shadow and line art layer with color layer. Use the selection tool to duplicate the flower pot. You can create many types of flowers here, but I'll just duplicate it only to save time. Now, select the shadow layer below it and add shadow on these pots. The last step is to draw lines all around the house walls using the Isometric tool. If you keep adding stuff on this art, it will look much more beautiful. I'm trying to keep the video as short as possible. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of videos, then like the video, and subscribe for more videos like this. You can also follow me on Instagram also, links in the description.